3-minute Etsy audit for Sky Lily Design. I do want to say that print-on-demand t-shirts is one of the hardest niches to sell in. It's really saturated. I think we get a lot of hard sell from different creators on TikTok to sell these, but they are pretty competitive. So first thing, we want to switch this out to be more SEO friendly. We want to add an incentive offer in the announcement bar. We want to rename these to be more SEO friendly. This one is really hard to read, so I would switch this out to be something that's more easily read for your first photo. And a lot of these are just, it's the SEO that's really hurting you. You can see here, this term is not getting searched and doesn't have good engagement. It's not competitive, but if it's not getting searched, it's hard to get sales from something that's just not getting searched. Whereas other terms you're using are just insanely competitive. Also, almost all of your titles have this, like the first line being whatever the actual shirt says, and the first line of your title is the most powerful part of your listing, and that comes from Etsy directly. So we definitely want to utilize that space a lot better since nobody's typing in this exact term. So again, it's hard to show up in searches that just aren't happening. And so that goes for almost all of these. You led with whatever the shirt said. Also, just so you know, smiley face is actually trademarked. So I definitely take those out of your titles and tags because I've heard several people actually recently get their listings taken down for intellectual property. So if you get like 3 reports of that, your shop will get taken down permanently. So definitely you want to switch that out. There are some really, really specific long tail alternatives that get better searches and aren't too competitive. So I would start there. But again, these are really, really specific things. We can see that all of the ones like for Mama t-shirt that are showing up on the first page of search are just shops that have been around for a while. Look at these numbers. This is the newest shop I could find, which actually was on the second page. And they are using Pinterest to drive traffic to their shop. It says 47 sales, but they also sell shine-on necklaces, so we don't really know if it's coming from t-shirts or the necklaces. And that shop started December 29th, and they've only had 47 sales in total. So I showed you my recommendations for a shop, but I also showed you market research that just shows this is a harder product to sell. So part of it is just, it's not you. It's just that this market is really saturated. It doesn't mean it's impossible to have success here. It just means that it's going to take more work, such as Pinterest, social media, stuff like that in order to drive traffic, and also really, really dialing in the SEO the best we can. Most of it's saturated, but we can at least switch out some of the things to be a little bit more competitive. Best of luck to you. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Kiara. I'm an Etsy seller coach, and hit the follow button for more free Etsy tips.